listening to Shields and Shenanigans, a D&D 5e podcast.
Live.
And we're live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
And we're already demonetized.
Exactly. Well, that's the glory of editing, my dude.
All right.
No, that's staying in. That is absolutely staying in.
Oh, it's glorious.
Screw the optics. That's staying in.
We can at least give the brief recap.
All right, everyone shut up.
Last episode, we kind of all met, murder hoboed our way to finding out information about a burned down orphanage. We get there, and the rest of these scrubs decided to raid the pantry after literally murdering a hobo in the alley. Where they proceeded to become... Then they become raiders, and we just found out...
If he didn't want to die, he should not have been smoking the devil's lettuce.
Free food, dude. They never say no to free food.
We've been deputized. We're from the government, and we're here to help.
And we found out that there was apparently someone that had just recently been adopted. There was way more food down there than should ever have been, and that the fire was set on purpose, and there were no bodies of any kind anywhere. And go.
So I am curious if this kid that was adopted, this boy, if his parents or family otherwise died mysteriously, if there's any other clues related.
Are you thinking the kid did it?
I'm thinking maybe someone wanted him dead and they just burned down the whole orphanage to make it less obvious.
Speaking of overkill.
Hello.
Do we have a blacksmith going nearby?
I mean, Alexander is a blacksmith, so...
I am a blacksmith.
Yeah, so while your guys are, like, investigating it, just Alexander, he just pulled out his tools and he's just randomly just making nails.
He's just banging
Are
on
you
steel
here, my daughters?
nearby.
Do I need to go shut them up?
Oh,
it's
it seems that Alexander's grandchildren somehow managed to get into the city and are running amok. And have broken the police tape.
Stop pounding!
Stop the hammering!
There you go.
It was that easy.
So after you put these your grandkids in order, one of your sons shows up and he's like, "Sorry, pops, I had to get more supplies in the city."
Say hi to your sister and leave.
Right, pops, you got it. Sorry.
All right. One of the things I got, I forget where this came from, but I was told that the Booker family has a lead. And I think I might have gotten that from, like, the Spy Master, whenever he was trying to get secret favors from all of us.
Yes.
The Booker family, I guess I need to ask, is that like a famous
country family?
Okay, so this is someone that I would at least know if I ask around a little bit.
It depends on who you're asking.
But it's not just Jim Bob McGee over down the street. It's
No, they would be like politicians. It's just like how major of politicians they really are, you know? It's like, for instance, the average Joe knows that there is a mayor of Chicago, but they don't know that, you know, the mayor of Chicago is like a woman named Lori Lightfoot, you know?
It's the Booker family.
Yeah, so you would know at the very least that they tend to they have a monopoly over printing and copying books, at least in this area, at least in North Valley.
Which is, I guess, how they got the name.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I actually probably would know them, being somewhat tied to the Mages Guild.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Any books you would be purchasing, you'd be buying from them, or someone working under them.
All right. Well, I might actually just start abusing my deputy power already because I could use some free books.
All right. Well, so around around this area there are just to remind everybody, there is a butcher's shop. Those the residents that are no longer going to be cooperative because of certain somebody. There is a winery, a wine storage facility, and there is the abandoned university.
And 3 warehouses.
Yep.
Okay.
So where we go from here?
Well, I think, personally, I think I'm done scoping out. Unless we could find any more clues in the food cellar.
There's more food down there.
I mean, there are several cabbages which look very suspicious. You'll have to eat. You have to just chew on them to get to the center to get to the bottom of this.
I mean, I think from one head of cabbage, I'll have plenty of runs already. No, I think I'm done with my amount of investigation, so I'll just kind of stand outside, just kind of looking around. As soon as everyone else is done, I'll kind of wave people over to make the next plan.
Can I double check the ledger to see where this recent adoptee came from?
Well, you see, the address is pretty strange because actually give me a little investigation check when looking through the address.
All right. 11.
All right. So because you're like a gentry nobleman, I'm gonna give you this one. So just 1 second. Gotta go through my awesome notes. Glorious. Yep. So that is the address. Come on. Oh yeah, sorry. That is the address of the Parvini estate.
Parvini.
Yeah.
So this kid who came to the orphanage came from the Parvini estate.
Well, no, not from, but to. The address of where he's being adopted to is the Parvini.
Oh, he was adopted from the orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
That's how adoptions work. They go
Yes,
into orphanages and go out.
I got it backwards. I thought it was he was orphaned is what I was thinking.
Yeah, no. So that is a strange one because that just seems strange. Like, why would gentrymen adopt a peasant?
Yes. Who is it? Someone has a good investigation check, right?
I actually do.
I think I have a good one. Investigation.
So,
I think I
how
got
about
like 6.
you two make an investigation check on these Parvini people?
All right. How about a 20?
Dirty or natural?
No, it's I get +6, so I got 14. So it's not natural 20.
Okay, so one thing you would know is that any information that you could get on the Parvini family would have to come from state archives. So you would have to go to one of the government offices and demand to be able to look through those papers.
Well, it's a good thing we're government employees. Let's go help.
Okay.
So are we going to the offices now?
I'm going to do a quick check at the this abandoned university. What sort of things did they study there?
I'm going to follow him with that.
Wait. So what did you say about the university?
I want to do just a quick check at the abandoned university and just kind of curious why it's abandoned and what they used to study there.
Okay.
But more lately, just because I'm a wizard and a bookworm.
I follow and help to provide him advantage on his investigation check.
Okay.
I want
So
to do a hole.
okay, so the first thing you guys are going to see once you go to the abandoned university is that there is a broken window.
Can I do a survival check to see how long that window has been broken?
Sure.
Okay, 23.
Jeez, somebody's dice like them.
The blood that is on the broken glass that's like still in the window is completely dried, and you can get by tasting it that it is 10 days old precisely.
Yep, I licked the shit out of that.
Yeah, so that's what you can get from it. And you notice that in the room there are let me see. There are a trio of dead corpses that are inside the room. The the room is let me see. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So these three bodies are wearing these three figures are dead figures are wearing red robes that have like basically black thread sewed into it in order to
I use divine sense to check if they're undead.
All right. They're not undead. But wait, what does divine sense pick up?
Undead, celestial, fiends, consecrated, or desecrated. But you've also been using it to pick up heretics. So
Well, yeah, because you're a paladin of Mike Pence, so of course you can. That's for the
can I
meme.
make just a regular insight roll on them?
Yes, you can make an insight roll.
oh, I make an insight too.
All right.
I get 20.
Oh wow, I got a natural 20 there.
Okay.
Nice.
Dude,
So
I can take a screenshot if you don't believe me.
yeah, so with your natural 20, these people, they definitely didn't die from falling through the window. They died of something else. And it's very clear that something killed them, and it is probably inside this classroom.
Right now.
Yep. So the classroom, the classroom seems to be an alchemy class, and there is a busted open drain in the center of the room.
Did my divine sense pick up anything?
No.
How
So,
old are the bodies? Are they kids? Are they adults?
You would have to wait. First, did anyone make an investigation check of the room? I just want to know.
I have not, but I can make one. Or actually, who has a better investigation check? I'll help them to give them advantage. I roll at -1.
Ray, I got a 9.
You got a 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to Google and just type in dice roller.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That's what I just posted this picture of my natural 20 there.
Oh, gotcha.
Killing it.
Well, these guys are investigating. I'm gonna go rifle through their robes and see if they've got anything on them.
Okay, so once you enter the room, you notice that there is the eyes in one of the jars, their eyes are following you the second you enter the room.
Wait, the dead bodies are.
Who sees that?
No. There are eyes in a jar.
Their eyes are in a jar floating around following us?
No, there are eyes in a jar on one of the shelves, and the eyes are trained on you and they follow you as you move.
I say, it feels like evil is in this place.
I concur and draw my sword. Also, I roll investigation and I get an 11.
You notice that on the floor there are several pieces of armor that seem to have been shattered and torn and destroyed. But in the corner, there is a full suit of armor that is completely pristine. And it is the helmet part of it has turned from a
I draw my
straightforward
crossbow.
and is looking at you. All right, roll initiative.
Now, how do you roll initiative? Is it just a...
It's 1d20.
What are we being attacked by again?
1d20, nothing.
The armor
Roll a 20.
the armor has come to life and is approaching
14.
you, and the eyes are breaking out of the jar.
Okay, well, I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for me as well. So armor's approaching us with the eyes coming out, but it's not undead. Huh.
Give me a second. Copy.
No, you don't need to justify yourself. You're the DM.
No, I'm copy pasting images.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just trying to visualize it. I'm thinking it's some sort of alchemical, like, maybe it's not the armor that's alive, it's like a slime possessing it or something.
Or there could just be a
It could be an enchantment, or something like that.
Yeah.
Animated armor.
This is literally a school for wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suggest we burn this place down.
Yeah, so I've got a visual for you guys.
Fire is always a good thing to use.
Oh yeah, Minister, the visual is up.
My tag.
It is not.
Oh, I posted on the campaign visuals.
All right.
Oh wait, it's on page 2. My bad.
Page 2.
Okay.
Where's
Oh.
page 2?
There it is. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Boomer.
Yeah. Beep. All right, you guys got a 20.
All right.
20?
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, you guys got 20 for initiative. So
All right. Well,
That's what we're fighting.
Some animated armor.
yeah,
Better than anime armor.
And there's 2 floating eyeballs.
Are they
All
like
right.
in the faceplate, or are they just floating free around it?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. There was 2 eyes in a jar that were basically trained on you and following you. And as you guys started investigating the room, basically the animated armor came to life, and then the eyeballs broke out of the jar and are like floating in the air.
Sounds painful.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
How
I am going to go catch the eyeballs while someone else deals with the giant animated armor.
Okay, just give me a second. I have to pull up a little document.
All right. Who moves first?
I haven't rolled my initiative yet because I am terrible and I have to get my little wizard tab. So I got my dice roll. Oh, it's just loading. Just a sec.
How far
I got
away
a
is the
3,
armor,
so
and
you guys
how
are
far
going-
away are the eyes?
Okay, so since you guys have come in through the window, the armor is in the far corner of the room, so it's about 40 feet away, and the eyeballs are they're about 10 feet up, and they are 20 feet away. And they're tiny, and they're like just right next to each other. But you guys are going first.
Which of us? I rolled an 18 with a +2 to my initiative.
I had the same.
Okay.
I
forget.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. So they're going to be going for Cold Miser.
What do you guys think about kill the eyeballs first?
I was going to capture the eyeballs and put them into a jar of my own.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Who has the best dex? Kaimenos. You have
I
good
do.
dex,
I
right?
think.
So-
Let's see. Yeah, my dex is 15 with a +2 modifier.
All right. My little
17.
All right. So maybe Kaimenos, you go and catch the eyeballs. I won't be able to reach the armor, but I think I'm pretty tanky, so I'll go fight him.
All right. So, who's going after the warding eyes?
I'm going after the eyes.
Okay. They look at you, and you can tell that they disapprove of your presence.
Actually, I pull out my crossbow and aim for the one on the left.
All right, give me an attack roll.
That would be a 15.
All right, so you're definitely gonna hit a roll damage.
Okay, so for that it was 1d6 plus 2. So the left eye takes 5.
All right. Yeah, so as you hit this, as you train your crossbow on it, it's like it's trying to move through the air as you're aiming your crossbow, but you've dealt with flying creatures before. Several imps, especially in the underworld, and you basically wait, until you shoot where it's going to be, and then you hit it. The eye you hear several cracks as small pieces of glass and a strange yellow gunk falls onto the ground. But the eye is still up.
Interesting.
Though it seems to have been pretty heavily damaged.
Okay. That's a action, so I can't do that.
I want to do an Arcana check on the. This is weird magical stuff. I might have a good shot at it. I got a 23 on the Arcana check.
With a 23, you can tell that these things are definitely alchemically constructed. The warding eyes are definitely like made of glass. You don't exactly know the what the materials that were used to make it or the process yet, but you do think with a 23, I would say that you think you could possibly reverse engineer one of these things if you were able to get one of them intact.
All right. And do they what is their relation to the armor? Do I know?
They don't seem to have a relation. They seem to be a separate creation.
Okay. All right. I will yell out as much as I can of that. I'm still trying to go towards the eyeballs.
Okay. Because it's still my turn at the moment. How far away from the armor and/or eyeballs am I?
Yeah, if you're just in the room, you would be 20 feet away from the eyes and 40 feet away from the armor.
Okay, so I'm outside of attack of opportunity from them.
Absolutely.
Is there anything possible to try to dive behind?
Yeah, there are several desks in the room.
Okay.
You could jump under one of those. You could flip one to make cover.
Okay, I'm actually going to try and hide.
All right. There's definitely places you can hide. Several cabinets.
All right. So for that is that's a stealth roll. That would be a 24.
All right. You're gonna hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you right after you shoot this eyeball in its eye, you the only place you can hit it, but don't worry. It's better than not hitting. You immediately duck for cover, and essentially make a diversion where you move basically you move an object very quickly into a different cabinet, but the blur kind of indicates that it's
There we go.
that cabinet
That
when you
would
actually move into another one. So you have successfully hidden.
Okay. Then that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you feel something very wet and cold inside this dark cabinet.
Okay. Perception check.
Yep.
Let's see. That would be it's a 13.
There's some very strange fluid that is connected to this thing. It's very dark, so you don't know what color it is. But it's like it's very slimy.
All right. I roll perception as well, and I get a dirty 20.
What are you looking for precisely?
More information on this armor and this weird slime.
Well, you can't see the weird slime because the slime is inside the cabinet that Minister's in. But one other thing you do notice about the armor is there's nothing really connecting it. There's nothing really connecting the pieces. They seem to just be like suspended in midair through some type of force. There are several runes that you can see on the inside of the armor that seem to be animating it.
So hit the runes for bonus damage.
You could try.
All right, I charge towards it. Do I reach it?
Well, you're 40 feet away, so you can get within 10 feet with your movement. You can, if you dash, you can get there, but you wouldn't be able to attack.
Can I dash and then try and use a not an attack action? Just try and grab the ruins using non-attack action, or no?
A grapple is an action, unfortunately.
All right, then I just do a standard move and wait 10 feet away.
Alrighty. All right, who's next? Because I know everyone rolled above a 3 attacking the armor.
Yeah, the armor. I'm not worried about the damn eyes right now. I see it. Armor in front of me.
All right, what did you roll?
I'm gonna roll now. 21. 14 plus 7.
That's definitely gonna hit.
Okay, rolling damage now. Okay. 7.
Alrighty. Yeah. So as you shoot this thing with your crossbow, and the bolt pierces the armor, and it does seem to react to it. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be vital organs that you can really puncture with this thing, so it doesn't seem to have done nearly as much as you would have wanted it to.
There may be like arcane sigils that if you bust up the sigils or glyphs written inside of it, it will fall apart.
Hit the weak point for massive damage.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you see a blinking light with like an arrow pointing down on it.
Ready, guys? I've got the perfect strategy. Group up and hit it till it dies.
Can I roll an insight
It's
on
the
that?
will of Pence.
Can I roll an insight on that, or because I missed a bunch of stuff? So did that already happen, or can I do that, or?
Well, I mean, unless Niklos it reveals any of his observations to anybody, then you wouldn't know.
Well, I'm just saying. Can I roll an insight on the
out
armor?
all my observations then.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he tells you that that he suspects that if you guys target the runes, you can do.
Actually, I want to roll intimidation on the armor and the eyes.
Okay.
Never mind. I got a 9.
Yeah, so these constructs don't really seem to even acknowledge what you are doing. You're like, oh, if you don't get back here, I'm gonna beat your ass. And the only response you seem to get is intruder, exterminate.
Delete.
What are they, Daleks?
It's a Cyberman.
Exterminate.
This brings up a very interesting question. Which are worse, Daleks or British?
I'm saying that's a tautology, sir.
Well, it's fine. They're Brits, so yeah.
Well, I'm still last in the rotation, but I'm going after. I want to catch those eyeballs. 17
Yep.
dexterity.
It's your turn. Cold Miser.
All right. All right. I guess I'm the seeker. I'm trying to catch the golden snitch.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check to grapple this this little thing.
Mind you, the left one is leaking.
Okay. Athletics.
What the hell is this thing's athletics gonna be?
17.
Okay. Let me just look at what they have because I didn't expect a grapple. Okay. All right. He's gonna have a -1 to resist this.
How exactly do floating eyeballs
He got an
grapple?
18.
You got a what?
He got
Not
an
a toy.
18.
That's not a toy.
-1.
Please go in your room and play and stop
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
with
so
things that you're not supposed to.
Yeah, so somehow this eyeball just like you get like this really hard grip, and then this eyeball just flexes, and somehow it breaks out of your grasp.
He went for the one on the left.
All right. Well, I've
It's the
given it
slippery one.
this in this abandoned academy. I gave it the old college try. I'll keep trying it.
All right. Well, that is your attack action that you have used.
Yes.
My reaction. I'm attacking.
The eyeball, the warding eye seems very irritated that you tried to grab it. So it's their turn right now. So the warding eye, we'll start with this. So the two warding, actually no, the damaged warding eye that you tried to grab is going to attack you. So he's going to so it starts to glow in at the pupil, which then starts turning red, and fires a beam of light at you that comes out in a screech, in like this terrible screeching sound. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do D20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, D20 plus whatever you have for dexterity saving.
13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, so that's going to pass. So you're able to dodge the laser beam as it shoots right past you, and bores a hole through the desk behind you.
Huh.
And that desk starts catching fire.
Well, we did want to burn it down.
But very slowly. The second warding eye is going to go after Metal Minister. Just going to go after Kaimenos. So please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, it found me even though I rolled like a 22 or something?
Oh wait, no, sorry, I forgot. Sorry,
I'm hiding.
So it's going to spend its turn trying to search for you.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem. I was just wondering if like I had failed on my stealth check at like a 22 or whatever it was.
No, that being they do have a perception check of +8 because they're eyes.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll?
Well, you rolled a 24 for stealth, so I have to beat a 24 in order to find you.
Okay.
Which I do not. Yeah, so it's searching around the room, and it searches the because you can it's searching the diversion cabinet. So it fires an eye at that, and unfortunately it does not catch a rogue. So
Fortunately for me.
well, yes, but I'm going from the perspective of the eyeball who wants revenge on this terrible intruder who just broke into his little home and attacked him unjustly. It's terrible. Yep. So the animated armor is going to look at you, Niklaus, and it's going to say dismantling carbon unit as it approaches you, and it's going to attack you. So, all right. So
I yell something about the forces of evil not overcoming Pence.
all right. So it's going to try to punch you in the face. So what's your armor class?
Let me see where there's. It's 18.
All right. They have a +4 to hit, so let's say. All right, so he's gonna try once. Okay, so I'm assuming a 23 hits.
Oof.
I don't. It's they have to get above your armor class, right?
Yep.
Then I think it would hit.
Yep. All right. So, it deals 6 damage as it socks you in the face with like this inhuman level amount of strength, and it's going to try to punch again. This time though, you were kind of caught off guard, mostly because you're not really used to fighting a construct, and it's going in against you, and again, like you're not used to anything fighting like this, especially like the types of stuff it's doing, and it just like gets around your guard and just punches you square in the face. However, you're able to adapt very quickly, and you're able to essentially back away as it goes for a left hook.
All right.
All right, guys, it is your turn.
Can I use lay on hands off turn?
No, that lay on hands requires an action.
All right. Is it a bonus action or a primary action?
It's a full action, unfortunately.
All right.
All right, so I guess that brings it back to the top of the order and me.
Yep.
Okay. I will. How far away are any of these? Like, they're not within attack of opportunity range, right?
No.
Okay. I am going to barrel roll out of the cabinet I was apparently hiding in with whatever I was in there with.
Do you want to look real quick after you barrel roll out?
Sure.
There is a brain, and there is a bunch of broken glass.
Hey, I wear a nice, thick leather coat. I'm good.
Okay.
I will take several steps towards the front door. So I'm like, because I think that's still within my range, right?
Well, yeah, you can approach the door that enters the hallway. But you guys came in through a window.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head for the door. And then as I reach the door, I will turn around with my crossbow and fire at that left eyeball again.
Alrighty. Give me an attack roll.
That's a 16.
That'll definitely hit. Roll me some DiMaggio.
Okay, and that is again. That would be 6 damage.
So you fire off another crossbow bolt, and this thing explodes the second you hit it again. It explodes.
Calling him righty.
Yeah, and a bunch of yellow goop splatters all over the walls.
Okay, really quick, as I'm standing there, can I do a perception check to see like what is that slime that is apparently now on me?
Yeah. It seems to be. Oh, what?
20.
Yeah, so there is some very strange green slime that's on you. It's probably the result of the alchemical liquid they were using to preserve the brain being exposed to like open air.
Okay. I call that out to everyone and let them know there's brains in here somewhere.
Yeah, and you can tell just by looking at the brain that it's not a human brain. It's probably like a sheep's brain.
Guys, there's some really sketchy shit going on here. I'm GTFOing. And that'll be my turn.
Where are these brains again?
They're in the cabinets.
I wonder, are the brains alive?
How do you know you're not one of these brains?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I ask.
I don't even think a nat 20 would be able to tell you if the brain is actually alive. Unless somebody in our group is telepathic.
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you do to this? What do you do to this Mike Tyson armor?
I roll perception to see if I can find a primary ruin. I got a 13. Do I see anything that looks particularly important?
Your vision's a bit blurry from being hit in the face, so unfortunately you can't really pick out a rune.
Does rolling intimidation use an action?
Yes.
Not doing that then. Let's see. I will attack it with my longsword.
Nice.
I roll a 7. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Yeah, so it just like grabs the blade as you like try to stab it, and it's it just looks at you.
I use my movement to disengage.
If you do that, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh wait, now. Oh yeah,
Disengagement is an action.
As you're like,
in that case, I just stay where I am.
Like you see his like fist raising.
I just stay where I am.
Be a good carbon unit and stand as I turn you to mush.
I think he raises a good point.
I like this other carbon unit.
See, we can be friends.
roll me a persuasion check. Close.
No. A 5 plus not much. Okay, yeah.
You are very funny. I will kill you last.
At least it's something.
Wait, can I roll a deception check to convince it that I'm not an intruder?
On your turn, probably.
But I can't do it as a bonus action or something.
No, because you just used your turn.
All right.
But I can't ask because that's metagaming. Never mind.
No.
All right. Who's going?
All right.
I'll go.
So yeah, who's next in the order?
Oh, that would be Truegrave.
All right. Can I see the brains from where I'm at, or?
It's like you would have to go around the one of the tables in the room to find the brains. Like they're in cabinets and they're not opened.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't help me much if the cabinets are closed. I'm going to.
I mean, you could spend your movement to just randomly open one of the cabinets.
Well, then I wouldn't have my extra attack.
Well, no, you would have your attack. Like doing this isn't really.
But I get 2 attacks if I stand still.
Oh, I didn't know.
With a basic crossbow expert, it allows me to use the hand crossbow twice.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot the monstrosity in front of me that's attacking Dev.
That is very wise.
The first roll is 22.
That's
that
gonna
hit.
hit. Roll that down.
Okay. 7 again. God. Okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely taking its toll. You're mostly just you're mostly just dealing with the fact that this thing is not like a person.
With the 22, can he hit one of the ruins?
Oh, he most certainly hit one of the runes when he did damage to that creature.
I'm gonna use my basic my other action, not one of the basic action to strike again. I'm gonna say, in the name of 10, die. 25. Oh, shit.
Is that a crit?
No, it's 19 plus 6.
Oh shit! All right, roll damage.
5.
Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, so you definitely seem to be taking a toll on this thing. It started to it's kind of like twitching a bit as you hit it. You've definitely messed up with like the magic that's keeping it together. You are being very uncooperative, carbon units.
I don't fucking care. Die.
Well, that is very rude.
Shut up.
Repent or die.
You shut up too.
All right. It's your term, Jack Cluso.
All right. Well, I'm going to switch up my strategy a little bit, trying to catch this eyeball, even though I did a pretty good catch last time.
Yeah, it rolled really high. I'm sorry.
For whatever reason, my inventory has a bag of sand, so I will throw a bunch of sand up in the air to like kind of blind it, and then use the rest of the bag trying to catch it like a net.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, you can use your action to blind the eye. If you blind it, I'll say that you can try to grab it as a bonus action.
All right.
So make me a survival check.
The blinding thing would be a survival.
Like, what do you think it would be?
Like, or just like an attack roll, maybe.
Yeah, actually,
Or
make me an attack roll.
Either attack roll or sleight of hand.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna treat this like a blinding spell. So what's your spell save DC? And I'll make it a Constitution save.
That's a good question. Where would I find?
It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
I have a proficiency bonus of +2, and then an intelligence modifier of +3.
All right, so it's DC 13. All right, come on. Well, they don't have a bonus to it, so. Yep, so that's going to fail. All right, so with your bonus action, let me make an attack action with advantage as you immediately just dig into your bags, you just go pocket sand and squeals as you hit it in the eye.
I guess that would be an attack roll or
Yeah, make me an attack roll with advantage.
All right, so that would be 16, whatever advantage is.
Advantage is you roll 2 d20s and you pick the highest result.
16 and 6.
All right. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, so 16 is definitely going to hit. Yeah, so this thing is just squealing in the bag as you've done this.
Never heard an eyeball squeal before.
It happens. It's magic.
You don't know how it's squealing either.
That would be a little disconcerting. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
It's
All right,
magic.
so the eyeball is going to start rubbing against the inside of the bag to try to clear the sand from its eye. So I'm gonna give it another save. It will pass, but that's going to be its turn. So the animated armor is going to look at you, Niklaus, and it will say, "Thank you for cooperating with your termination, meat bag." And he's going to make 2 attacks against you. Sorry, thank you for cooperation with your termination, carbon unit. 17.
I have 18, so that won't hit.
Yeah, so you duck as he gives a first blow, and then he says predictable. And but you know that he was baiting you, so you immediately sidestep his second blow.
All right.
Yep. It's gonna be your turn now. Your guys' turn.
I smack it again. Aiming
All
for
right.
the runes.
Wait.
roll an
I don't get my
18.
turn? What are you talking about? I don't get my turn.
Oh, I thought we had the same initiative, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. No, because I think we went with the dex, and my dex is higher.
When you tie, the person with the highest dex bonus goes first.
All right, I'll wait then.
Okay. I am actually going to cast Ray of Frost at the suit of armor.
Nice.
So, yeah, Ray of Frost is frigid beam of blue-white light streaks towards a creature within range, which is within 60 feet, and he is. I make a ranged spell attack against the target, and then on a hit, it'll take 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
What kind of witchcraft is that?
Okay, that would be a 21 to hit.
That will absolutely hit.
Okay, and 7 damage.
So the armors, as you hit it with your frost ray, the magic seems to be affecting it quite a lot, and and parts of it start going really brittle and then shattering. This thing seems to be getting really weak.
Okay, I'm still standing by the door, and that's my turn.
All right, I hit it with my sword, aiming for the runes. Or actually, no, I aim for the brittle portions. I hit it with my sword, and I roll an 18 attack roll.
All right, that's gonna hit. It's gonna just hit.
I roll 9 damage.
How do you kill it?
I end it righteously.
You end it rightly. So what you're saying is that you dodge 2 of its blows, and by ending it rightly, you unscrew the pommel of your sword and you throw it right at the brittle portion, shattering the breastplate and destroying the animated armor.
Yes.
Nice.
I loosened it up for you. I loosened it up for you.
Yep. So yeah, the eyeball is still in the bag.
All right. I'm going to start double bagging it and triple bagging it. And
all right. So as you start to double bag it, it's going to fire a laser beam through the first bag that is going to hit the floor and set it on fire.
all right, I'm gonna
Bag of the floor.
That's gonna burst.
Can I suggest dumping your sand into the second bag so it's filled with sand?
Yeah.
That would be irritating.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, "Are you fucking stupid? Kill that thing!"
Meanwhile, I mix the bags. There's sand bags. I'm gonna get a trash can and sit it on top of the both of those.
Well, yeah, there is a trash can in the room, and there are a lot of assorted organs within the bag
Not my problem. Not my problem.
Yeah, the second you open the second you take the trash can lid off, this just smell of just rot just starts wafting up.
Okay, well then I use the trash can lid and just put the lid on the bag and sand and just angry eyeball pile.
Yeah. It shoots laser beams in the vein as it can't melt through the metal of the trash can lid that you essentially close around it.
Yep. Eventually, it's going to get bored, right?
Yeah, eventually it's going to get despondent as it realizes it cannot escape.
So what is this going to be our party's pet eyeball?
I was just gonna say, hang on a second. I walk up after it finally, stops shooting laser beams, and I get right down next to the lid, and I talk to him listen, righty, you're all on your own now. Your companion and your pet suit of armor are both gone. Relax. Just chill. You can come with us.
You hear something in your mind? what is going to happen to this guardian eye?
Well, you can come with us. Hang with us. We're some pretty cool dudes.
But I was created to guard this room. That is my purpose.
Well, now I can be giving you a new one. Your purpose is to guard us.
I say that all creatures are created to serve Pence. By joining us, you would be serving his greatest purpose. And I roll persuasion. I get 25.
All right. So the eyeball says that. So wait. Are you saying what is this Pence? Is Pence my creator?
Yes. He is all our creators.
He's a creation of pure evil. We should kill it.
I like this eyeball.
I'm gonna walk over to the
He is a creation of Pence.
All right.
Walk
So
over to the cabinets and start opening the cabinets.
The eyeball says to you, the eyeball says to you, Niklas, tell me what my creator wants me to do.
He wants you to use your the gifts he has given you, your gift of perception, to find heretics, so that we may end them or otherwise cause them to repent.
Very well. That is my purpose. I will find heretics.
Gee, you kind of persuaded me too.
Okay.
Can I walk over to find the brain in the cabinet now?
You can check out the brains.
I want to check out. I want to find and destroy these brains in the cabinet because that sounds evil.
Guys, we have a pet eyeball.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Congratulations! You want a fucking cookie?
Zealot warding eye. Okay.
It's been converted.
Yes, it has been turned into a it has been turned into a religious zealot by Mr. Niklas. Congratulations, you have your first cultist.
Yay!
Wow.
Do you want to form a cult? I'm just wondering.
No, I am part of the official church.
No, you know what I mean. Like, just gather a bunch of followers.
In the sense that I guess I could gather people who will help me serve my duties. I don't think
like a Templar, bro, like a religious order. Holy order.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So all right. So what would you guys like to investigate? I know Alexander, you can investigate the cabinets, right?
Yes, I want to find those brains that I was told about.
Yep. So the second you open these cabinets, you realize there's just a bunch of brains of different sizes in several jars.
I look over and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm gonna roll a investigation on that.
I help him to give him advantage.
All right.
I roll twice and give the best one with advantage, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, 24.
Yeah. So these are like the organs of several different animals, and you find some ledgers that are recording the different organs of different animals. So like for sheep, cows, pigeons, rats, and like the sizes of brains.
Can I make a roll to see if this would be worth anything? These random brains and shit.
All right, give me a what would be politics? I don't
Oh, that's gonna be awful.
What would that be? I don't.
History?
Yeah, roll history.
Okay, let me do the math here. That's my history would be. Okay, -1, -1 intelligence. So minus 2. All right. Whoa, There we go. 12.
Nah, it's just useless. And you just toss it on the table. It's like, what the, you know.
I look to this brainiac and I say, I have no use for this stuff. And walk away. Fucking morons.
Yeah, so that there are three dead figures with wearing red robes with a scale pattern, and there is a busted up sewer grate.
I searched the bodies. What do I roll? Perception?
Roll investigation.
All right, I got 14.
That's pretty good. Just give me a second.
And I roll perception to look for loot. I got 23.
All right. Okay. So first, yeah. So I'll answer the loot part, but first I need to answer the investigation part.
All right.
So there. So you find a bottle. Oh, wait. No. Actually, sorry. No. Wrong thing. Okay. So give me a second. All right, here we go. So there is a note on one of the cultists that reads the following: report to Belfour for the summer solstice with the crystal of the South Sea Islet. Don't return without it.
Methinks I detect heresy. Is that
they certainly won't be returning.
The islet?
It says, report to Belfour for the summer solstice with the crystal of the South Seas Islet. Don't return without it.
That sounds ominous.
Yes.
Let's investigate that as well.
I think we found our first organized heresy group.
I want to do a
As
perception
long as you
check. To see
pay
if
me, I will help you.
I wanted to do a perception check and see if there are any like animals living like within the building, rats, crows, that sort of thing.
All right, give me a perception. The hell?
That would be a 17.
All right. With the 17, whatever animals are here, they seem to be immediately incinerated the second they enter the room. You do see ash piles in like certain corners that are like insect sized.
But there's no like I can't like hear like rats scratching in the walls or birds or anything like that.
Well, you could hear birds from outside, but none of the animals, you'll notice, none of them go anywhere near this building. They seem to have learned that the second they get close enough to this building, they die. Basically.
Did I find any loot?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so there are 20 glass jars here, with assembled brains from different animals. The jars are definitely worth something. The brains could be sold if you find the right market. You could probably ask Kyminos about a special market to sell those. And there are a few books specifically talking about like theories on what the essence of life is, and how the inner workings of Gunther's creations. So there are 3 books here.
I take the books.
All right.
Are we kind of sharing everything that we're finding, or is this just kind of separate investigations?
That's up to you.
I'll share everything I find.
All right. I'm going to post. I'm going to post in general. Just the contents of the note that you read. In case you guys want to keep it for later.
So the only thing that was on the 3 bodies that we found was just the note, right?
Well, there's the robes, and they're what is it? They would each have a short sword on them.
Okay.
I'll snag those 3 short swords. Just carry them.
Okay.
Nice.
So this is this the only room, or at least the main room in the university?
You're definitely in like a classroom, but there are several other rooms in the university, and the busted up drainage grate is definitely can have a person fit through it. So you could look through the door window if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
And the 3 robed people were in fact adults.
Yes, they're adult humans.
All right. Well, let's check out another room.
Are heretics really human?
Well, you'll have to ask a theologian about that. Yeah. So, as you peer through the glass, you notice that there are several of these same armors and eyes patrolling the hallways. This is like an individual room. You can spot at least like 30 of these things outside the hallway.
All right. Do not
Wait, are you guys interested in more fights?
Not particularly.
Why don't we
mean-
just go ahead and get ourselves right back out the window we came in?
Yeah, I don't think we can handle 30 of those.
You do notice
Why?
though that
I didn't take a single hit.
you do notice though that there are tracks like wet footprints leading down through this drainage grate.
You want to go down and investigate down there?
Not particularly.
Can I roll a survival skill to see what could possibly gotten down there?
Yep, give me a survival check.
All right. Wow, that was horrible. 11.
You definitely know that there's more than just these 3 people here.
That would be a natural 20.
Okay, Caminos. Caminos. There were definitely more than these 3 dudes that came through here, and they had deliberately broken open this grate so that they could probably avoid the rest of the dangers that are within the university. And these sewers go all throughout like the city.
Listen, guys, as a member of the underworld, believe me, these sewers go everywhere. It's pretty obvious these guys were not alone, and they went this way. If we want to know more about that stupid note, we should probably go find them.
I say the sooner we act upon this, the sooner we will find out what's going on. The trail will only go cold if we wait.
I look forlornly at the sewer grating. Like, I do not want to go in there.
We need fear no danger when pursuing the enemy's offense. Onwards!
By the
That's
way,
the spirit, night figures. That's the
disgusting.
spirit.
You smell like these fumes of different chemicals.
I'm covered in green slime and brains. I don't care.
It's not covered in brains, but there's definitely
am.
a lot of like different assorted amounts of slime. They have a very strange, cakey feeling the second you step on some of them.
How much XP did we get?
I'm gonna do XP at the end of the session.
All right.
I haven't
XP is normally
decided
done
yet
at
whether or
the
not
end.
I'm doing XP or milestones. I'm probably gonna do milestones.
All right.
So milestones tend to be easier.
Yeah, also because XP tends to at later levels, XP tends to just shoot you up levels way too quickly. If I can, basically, at higher levels in 5e, you need to make the encounters a lot more deadly than the book says they should be to be challenging. So
Yeah.
it buff up the XP. So I'm probably just gonna use milestones.
All right.
All
right.
By the way, Zeke the Zealot, you're looking a little ragged there, dude.
I use lay on hands to heal myself back up to 11 HP.
So what does lay on hands look like when Ezekiel casts the ability upon himself?
I don't know. I just
Hang on.
glowed something.
Ready? Hang on. Let me
Does it
try
allow-
something. I want to try something.
Why?
Let me try to do a persuasion check on Zeke. 18.
What are you persuading him of?
To put his lay on hands and just stare at the palm of his hand. Hold it up right in front of his face.
Z, Z. So Kyminos tells you that when checking whether or not you're of low intellect, it's if your hand is bigger than your face. Do you try to test this fact?
No.
You got to beat an 18 then on
Roll.
I thought we were immune to persuasion.
Yeah, no, you don't have to be persuaded by this if you want.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanna have persuasion be part of the game, that's fine too. But
I'd
like either one way or another.
Player characters were
it's not.
immune
You can't
to.
really do it between player characters. You can lie though. But yeah.
I mean, okay.
No, it's mostly just because it's not fun for the game. If someone could just be like, I use persuasion to tell you to do a thing. I roll a 27. I now control your character. Your character now does the thing.
This was just meant to make it as a funny thing. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to the grate and start pulling on
you better
it.
get rolling.
Yep. Oh no, the grate has already been ripped out. It's like completely open.
Oh, okay.
You're just staring down
I must have missed that.
sewer and it smells awful.
I hop down.
All right.
I have dark vision.
Well, just a moment before everyone does that. I go into my components pouch and the herb bag, and I get like some mint. Get like a little mint jelly that we can just like rub right underneath our noses.
Okay.
I sneer at it and don't take it.
All right. Well, you're gonna
I
get
take
to
it.
All right. So since Kyminos is like a super tough guy, roll me a Constitution save against your eyes watering.
Okay.
Because the smell is really bad. It's like worse than getting skunked.
21.
Yeah. So you just like your one of your eyes starts to water, but then you sense it, and then you by the sheer force of will you suck the tear right out of your eye, and you keep going.
Well, I figure if my character is part of the underworld here, like the criminal element, he's probably been down here in the sewers more than once.
Well, yeah, but this is like different because it's like a bunch of like a chemical cocktail that's been draining in here from the lab.
Gotcha.
So it's a lot worse than usual. All right. Okay, so just give me a second. I just have to grab something real quick.
All right, guys. Time to light the torches.
All right, so
You really think it's a good idea to light a torch in the sewer?
Isn't it dark?
There are several multicolored gases that are just surrounding you.
I've got dark vision. I don't care what happens to you.
not now that we have a torch lit.
I've got to be able to see, to shoot things. I'm very good at shooting.
Have you lit a torch yet, Alexander? I am just curious.
No, I have yet to do that. I'm not. Are we in the sewer right now, or is that?
Hymenos is definitely like in the sewer. He's going down. He's going down.
I'm gonna light a torch and drop it down in the sewer. See what happens.
You're gonna try and nuke me?
All right, so Alexander, you gonna light a torch and then go down?
I think he just said he's gonna light it and drop it in.
All right, so is that what you're doing?
No. That sounds like a horrible idea.
I think it sounds like a great idea. What are you talking about?
No, I just remembered what this sewer's full of.
Yeah, you are losing out on an opportunity for literal friendly fire right here.
I forgot that sewers would have a lot of methane in it, and I don't want to cause a human explosion.
Oh, it ain't methane, but it's something.
Something that's going to explode, though.
Would it be a large enough explosion we can use it to weaken all those monsters in the university?
To do that, it would kill us.
Well, I figure we
That would
Leave
be
it
literally like
suspended.
dropping a nuke in
You
there.
run away,
Never a nuke.
drop it down.
It's like in the Cold War. You just hide under your desk and the nukes can't touch you.
I mean, tell me where that nuke touched you.
Anyways, I'm rubbing mint jelly underneath my nose.
All right.
I will do the same because my character's not stupid.
Same
All
thing
right.
for me.
So Kymenos, you can see. Everyone else is going to be blind.
Is it completely dark or is it?
Wait, don't half elves have night vision or something?
Yeah. So you could see, and Kymenos could see, but you two are not going to be able to see. It gets
I
quickly.
can create a small light.
Yes,
All right.
I would like you to create a small light so I can see.
All right, you're going to cast that spell.
Yes.
All right. So what color is the light as you use your magical prowess to weave the strands between reality and create this light?
Red.
Nice.
As soon as
So
the
this
light flares,
red alarm light is kind of blaring in this sewer
as soon as it blazes to life, he sees me within an inch of his face, and I just yell "boo."
Oh, you freak out?
Give a. He got
I
you.
freak out. Oh, make me a dexterity save against tripping.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I probably do 16 plus big numbers.
Yeah, so you slip a little bit, but you're able to immediately catch your balance because you don't want to fall into whatever this is you're stepping through.
I literally double over just laughing.
Your laughter echoes very loudly in the tunnel.
Okay.
All right. Which of us is going to lead the way then?
I can have some distance between me and the light, so.
Well, I mean, I've got dark vision up to 60 feet.
Yeah, I also have 5 hit points.
I've got 11 hit points.
I think the wizard should go first.
We're kind of metagaming, though, guys.
Okay, well, the wizard is also not a particularly brave man.
As we just saw. I guess I should probably take the lead because I'm sure my character has been down in here before. Or at least in the sewer system itself before, if not over in this general vicinity.
I will follow right behind him since I also have dark vision, 60 feet.
Yeah, it's just
I'm going to stand behind the wizard to make sure he doesn't run away because I know he's a chicken.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Who, me?
No, Kymenos, because he's experienced with this with advantage.
What was that check?
Survival with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my survival? Be a 13.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you would know that a lot of people tend to avoid the sewers, specifically around the university, because of how high the security is. But and also because that they have a lot of special cleaners here that don't tend to discriminate between living and non-living things.
Are we any danger down here?
Don't ask me. I don't ever come through here.
Great.
All right. So as you continue in the sewers, you see at the edge of your vision another robed figure.
I get my crossbow out.
All right. So you see a hand, and you see a hand at the end at the edge of your vision, lying limp on the ground, and something is seeping over it.
I roll perception to look for danger. I got a 22.
I'm gonna roll perception too.
So Nikolaus, you notice that the hand starts melting, and you
I got 22 as well.
hear a smell like a
Can I roll a survival to see what that could possibly be?
Sure.
26, a natural 20 right there.
Okay. This is a
Tell me all the
slime.
things.
Yeah, this is a slime, specifically probably one of the sewer cleaners, and it is currently starting to consume this this piece of evidence right here.
I shoot my crossbow at it.
All right, make a roll.
Okay, 1 second, so I gotta get my...
Also, after you shoot the crossbow, roll initiative.
15.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, let me roll my damage.
I got
7.
21 initiative.
And
Nice.
let me see what my initiative is, so I can re-put that in. I think it's close.
I got a 14 on my initiative.
You came in very quiet.
Who did?
Whoever said they
I
got.
got an 18 on my initiative.
That was me. I got a 14.
Nice. This guy got a 6, so.
10.
Alrighty. So, True Grave, you gonna roll damage on that?
Oh, I did. I got a 7.
Oh, sorry. Alright, you definitely hit. You don't exactly know what you managed to do to this thing, because it's kind of at the edge of your vision.
How far away is it?
Right now, it's about 30 feet. It is currently eating a piece of a vital piece of evidence.
I say, save the evidence. It's consuming it.
Did anyone get higher than 21 initiative?
Nope.
All right, I draw my sword, yell 4 pence, use a move action to move the 30 feet towards it, and roll attack.
Okay.
I got a 10.
You hit.
I roll 3 damage.
All right. So after you slice at this thing, and it seems to hurt it, but as you draw your sword back up from the slime, it seems that your sword has corroded slightly. It has a -1 penalty. It has a -1 penalty to damage rolls.
All right. So I'll have to replace it or something. Or actually, does someone know mend?
You have a blacksmith.
I'm a blacksmith.
point.
I got the tools. I can fix your shit.
I do have the cantrip mending.
I was telling my dog to shut up. Not you.
I've used, so I still kind of need to figure out how wizards work in this edition. As far as things that I've memorized, I've kind of just said that I have one of each thing. So if I have a,
I think you
What?
get.
No, no, that's not how spells work. You have spell slots, and you can use spell slots for any of the spells you've memorized.
okay,
I think you basically work like a sorcerer in the old editions.
okay. So I don't have to actually
Yeah.
prepare specifically spells.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
like prepare
you
your list of spells and
Yeah,
then you
you-
cast any one of them.
Yes, that's how it works. Yeah, you prepare a list of any of your spells, and you can cast as many spells as you have slots.
Stop licking my pillow, dog.
All right. Well, then I do have a mending cantrip.
Stop.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm on mute. I was on mute.
Yeah. So you hear above like someone's just complaining about their dog.
Damn thing was licking my pillow. It was just lapping at my pillow.
Yeah, there's like other people laughing in the room at this poor man. You don't know why you hear this because you're in an abandoned university.
Well, we're now a little bit away.
It's probably a mental hallucination from all of the strange gas you're breathing in.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Well, so someone asked if we have a mending spell, and I can mend.
I think we'd have to wait till your turn. Though.
So I can
Yeah.
I can fix his sword with my blacksmith tools.
Okay. I don't think it would fix a broken sword, but I could take care of rust.
Well, it's
No,
just
his sword's not
corroded,
broken.
right?
It's corroded. It's
So
acid on his sword.
I
I
think
mean, a
Wendy
lot of
would
the sword
probably
is kind
fix
of
it.
gone. Like the corrosion has like eaten away at parts of the sword.
If it's a little bit of damage, I can fix it. But if it's more holy than anything else, then
I'm gonna reiterate. I am a blacksmith. I can fix the sword. You don't need to use magic.
Yeah. So as you're arguing this, the slime is the slime is moving a little bit towards Niklaus and preparing to attack.
and while it's still moving, it's like, well, yes, but you don't have an anvil and a forge here.
Okay. Well, you guys are.
Whose turn is it?
Shut up.
I think
arguing
it's
going
is
to
it
attack-
Chimenez's
going to
turn?
attack Niklaus with the pseudopods. You guys are arguing for some reason.
Okay, well, in that case, while they're arguing, I'm taking my turn. Ray of
Yeah.
Frost.
All right. Roll Ray of Frost.
That would be 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. For 6.
All right.
And it's now slowed by 10 feet until my next turn.
Can't move. So it's just frozen in place as you cover it, like just a case.
As that happens, I turn and slap both of them upside the back of the head, and all you hear is just a "Get your head in the game."
All right.
Screw you two.
In response, I pull out 2 lodestones. I say, like, I can fix this.
This is my craft, boy.
I will not understand the workings of these units.
I'm gonna attack.
Can I roll an attack roll on these two and punch them both in the gut?
No, because
Unfortunately, you used your action to cast Ray of Frost.
All right, I'm gonna take my turn now and attack.
Okay.
All right, the first one is 17. That's low.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
Well, at this point, since it can't move,
5. Then I'm gonna take my. So I did 5 on that one.
It's somehow still up as you hit it.
I'm gonna use my other
somehow
basic action with my crossbow expert and attack again, which is 24.
All right, yeah. So with the second one, you shatter it as like there's just a bunch of just frozen gray chunks.
Well, that was just the attack roll, not the damage roll. The damage was 7.
Yeah, but it had 1 HP left.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even if you'd rolled a nat 1 for damage, it was dead.
Yeah. So it shatters into a bunch of little gray chunks on the ground.
You need to get better with that crossbow. Oh,
And,
my dear boy.
And there's a partially eaten cultist on the floor.
Can I roll a perception check on him?
Yes.
25. Damn, that's high.
Yeah. So several parts of the torso have been melted. It's what is it? The bone has been exposed. And it's starting to smell really bad. But you do see that you do see a glint coming out of one of the on a satchel on this cultist.
I pick it up and see what it is.
While he's picking that up, I'm gonna look over at Jack and be like, "Hey, Jack, you got any glass jars with lids on them? On you?"
I asked Jack to use mending on my sword.
I'm a blacksmith.
You don't have your anvil with us, and we might run into more enemies.
All right, I pull up my 2 lodestones.
I'll make you a fucking sword after this.
I lay them on the
Fucking magic.
on the sword. I utter hominis dominus, and kapoof! It's all shiny again.
Yeah, so the poof happens, but unfortunately, the parts of it that were broken off have kind of melted, and they're kind of in the different chunks of the slime. So unfortunately, the spell does not seem to have had a significant effect.
I hand
So you're gonna need a blacksmith.
Ezekiel one of the short swords I stole from upstairs.
Let me see what a sword does. All right, I'll take it.
All right,
Good.
so
Now shut up about your damn sword. Get rid of that junk pile.
so
Now, Jack.
Fix it.
Alexander, you as you take the satchel, you notice that there is a single glass bottle in it. Would you like to make an investigation check?
Investigation, sure. Thing. Holy crap! I only got a 2, so it's 8.
It's just a bottle. It's just a bottle of whiskey.
I'm not drinking it. I'm handing it to the person that might know more than me.
Well, before you do that, though, Jack, do you have any empty glass jars?
I got a full one right here. It's just whiskey.
Jack, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. I just was wondering. I was asking your character if you have any glass bottles.
Oh, yes.
All right. Can you hand me one of those?
I take one of them. They'll probably have like water or something, so you can empty it.
All right. So I dump it out, and I use it in the lid, and I actually scoop a chunk of the acidic slime we just had into it, seal it, and stash it away.
All right.
That can possibly hurt you in the end.
Sorry, I forgot that my name was Jack.
Yeah, I can't remember any of you guys' names. I just call who you guys are.
Amazing. Alexander seems to have found a whiskey bottle on this cultist.
I hand it to the wizard in particular. I don't trust the assassin, dude.
This is Aqua Vitae.
That's it. Sure, have some whiskey.
Yes, I will stash some Aqua Vitae into my notes. There we go.
Oh, okay. So are you trying to figure anything out about the whiskey, or are you just stashing it?
I could like pop the cork and take a whiff of figure out what vintage it is, or like what how old it is, but otherwise no, it's whiskey, right?
That's what my horrible roll told me it is.
Well, I mean, there is something about the bottle specifically.
You might want to just do another investigation on that.
Okay.
I roll perception and I get a 22. What's odd about the bottle?
Well, okay, because it's perception, you will know from a glance that is not a normal that's not a usual style of bottle that you would see, at least in this city. But you need to investigate to figure out where it's from.
All right, Jack. Can I help Jack on his investigation to give him advantage?
Yes, because you've noticed something off.
All right, 22.
Yeah. Okay. So bottles of this design, the techniques used to make them, you only see them from the Hayford clan, in North Valia. So so this guy, he definitely, he was definitely in the Hayford clan's territory.
Is it a just like typical drinking bottle, or is it something for potions or?
It's whiskey, but it's the thing that's notable is the location that it comes from.
All right.
So so basically, what you can get from this is this guy has been in the Hayford clan's territory.
All right. And they're all just wearing red robes, right? Nothing.
Yeah, the red robes have like black thread through them though that gives it like a scale pattern.
So what are we doing now? Are we continuing to go forward, or are we going to make a hasty retreat?
I say we continue.
Okay, The person with the sword says we continue, so we go.
All right. So so this trail would it goes through this part of the sewers, and it will then open into the regular sewers that that Caminos could very easily navigate.
Is there any trail of the people that we were looking for down here?
Maybe if we all roll survival.
Well, yeah, Caminos, you would know that this is how that the only reason they would be going into the sewers is if they wanted to leave the city without being noticed.
So I should know then which direction they're headed to get out the fastest.
Yep.
And we are assuming, of course, that they know the fastest way out.
Well, if they know about the entrances to if they know about the sewers, then they would probably know the fastest entrance out.
Okay.
Do you think there's any chance that we're going to be able to find the crystal if we keep looking around for it? That they're...
Well, it mentioned the South Seas, and that's pretty far away.
I figure if they're headed out of the city with whatever, they're going to have whatever it is. Remember, their note said, "Don't show up without it."
Yeah, and they had we found that on a dead guy.
Yeah.
Well, there's one in here, and there was a bunch in there. There's probably more. There was no crystal here, or whatever we're looking for.
Well, I'm just saying, it does not look like things were actually necessarily going their way.
That means that we might find another corpse with the crystal on it.
Yeah.
That might be valuable. I'm just saying.
Since we're in here, I'm not against pressing forward and searching further. Otherwise, we do have other leads we could follow.
Well, I was pinning you for a coward, but okay, let's go.
All right, so I guess I would be in the lead again since I'm going to know which way we're going. So I will lead them to wherever out is.
Yep. Okay. So there's there is an exit that goes through part of the sewer that empties out into the river, which is perfectly sanitary and it's fine. You would be outside of the city walls. It would exit. You would basically jump out into a river.
Okay. We get to the end of the
river. You guys aren't afraid
river.
of swimming.
Get to the end of this thing. Do a perception check to see if we can determine if there's anybody there, if there's anything around, that sort of thing.
All right. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
I roll 17.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
I rolled 22.
Right. So with a nat 20, you would know that you would know the general direction that they would be heading if they were leaving out here, which is probably that they went into the Hayford clan territory. You can't really get any tracks because after about 10 days or so, whatever tracks were there, they would have been eroded away by the rain.
Can I roll a survival to see if there's anything I can follow?
Kaimenos would know that you wouldn't. There wouldn't be a direct trail anymore at this point.
All right.
But you know the territory that they're in specifically. That you could gather because basically from the exit that they took here, and from your 20 you could tell which exit they would be taking. That through this direction they definitely headed to the Hayford territory.
They didn't exactly swim upstream. We're not looking at salmon here. So, and that one note mentioned something about it. So why don't we go to where that note said and see if we can find these guys? They should stick out like a sore thumb with those robes.
Wait, so you're going to head to the South Seas?
Or to Belfort.
Well, I thought the Hafner place was there, and then the Belfort was in the South Seas.
Yeah, sorry, sorry. The Hayford territory is one of the places. The place that they would be going. That is more than a day's journey away, though. So if there's any other leads you'd want to follow, I advise.
I think
Yeah,
we want to look at the Booker family and the Parvini family, right?
correct.
Yeah. Well, all right. If this thing is like a day away, then yeah, we may as well keep doing what we got to do in the city.
Yep.
We have tasks to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The winery is owned by the Parvini family.
Ooh. Wine is a very critical ingredient in wizardry.
Really?
Now,
Yes.
how about whiskey?
Also very critical.
Give me the bottle.
No. It's a very important magical component.
For
Just want a step.
It's very important for wizardry.
I want to make it known that I found that and gave it to you.
Yes.
No,
Oh no. I appreciate it. This is we're like
Okay.
we're divvying out treasure, right?
All right.
This is an important magical treasure.
I light a cigar. I'm gonna say that sounds like a whole lot of bullshit, but okay.
All right. Well, since we're close to the river, I'm going to just kind of wash off the worst of the stench. And I'd say
your robes are ruined.
I got to do something.
All right. So what are you doing for the stench?
You can mend your robes.
But you don't know that spell to instantly clean our clothes?
You have
Prestidigitation.
No, I don't.
Okay.
And there's a
You
river.
need to
right
become
there.
a better mage, wizard.
All right.
Whatever you guys
It's
call
gonna take
yourself.
more than like dunking yourself in the river to get that smell out. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but at least there's not going to be chunks of smell
Well,
on me.
my clothes is under my armor.
If I can touch the smell, it's too good.
Okay.
The smell has physical form.
All right.
I will,
Smell is physical form because it's a lot of particles, right?
does he say that out loud? Because I walk up to the paladin and I say he needs to be checked for that drug.
All right. So after I'm doing a little bit of wash up, I would say
I'm butt naked. I'm washing in the river. I am completely bare ass naked.
yeah, no.
I look at the elf and I do the helicopter.
All right. I want to go see the Booker family next personally.
Hang on. Why don't we stop and see if there's like shops or anything like that where maybe we can get some better equipment?
Oh,
I've got 2 short swords to sell, and see if anybody's interested in this chunk of acid slime, dude.
Well, we also have that bottle of whiskey that somebody might be able to sell.
We also have a few books.
And a dog. We're gonna sell the dog.
Yeah.
That should be breakfast right there.
You can sell Scruffles. He's my son.
That's a fine meal. I'm
A
just
crazy
saying.
old lady, a crazy old lady says.
I say we're from the government and we're here to help you with that beast.
do you try to seize the dog as evidence?
No, I'm not mean.
I mean, Kaiminos, give me an intelligence check.
For what?
Yeah, just give me an intelligence check real quick.
That's
God. Let's see. Intelligence. 19.
You could probably easily abuse
I'm gonna
you
get crying
could
again.
probably easily abuse the seizing evidence and have some evidence go missing pretty easily. You know what I mean? And the higher ups probably wouldn't care, depending.
Is the dog a follower of Set?
No.
Then I don't care.
The dog is probably not a material witness.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, you know what I mean. It's basically you can civil asset forfeiture to steal from people. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not stealing the dog. I'm not taking that lady's last meal.
Oh no!
Wait, what are you talking about? Last meal. Food is provided by the government. We have
I'm gonna
lines.
take
Great. They give us
I'm gonna
bread.
walk up behind the elf and look at his sword to see if there's a quick fix I can do to that.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the guy butt-ass naked in the river, helicoptering, now walking up behind the elf to look at his sword.
Wait. How did that happen?
Dude, I forgot I was doing that actually, to tell you the truth, but that makes perfect sense. My character doesn't care. He does not. Yeah.
So there's like a 50-year-old man that's just butt-ass naked in the river, just cleaning his shit. Well, luckily no one's really outside the city right now, except for you guys.
Listen, you know what? Not my circus, not my monkeys. You do you.
Okay, so there's so the old lady goes into a bread line. There seems to be a balding old man who is handing out bread.
I walk over to the old man.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I hand him the 2 bags of oats I found.
Oh, this is so great! Thank you for the donation.
Put this to good use. I took it from an orphanage that burned down.
I took it from an orphanage. Holy crap.
I said I did specify that it burned down.
Very well. I will make sure that this goes into the proper hands.
Give it to the people of the city.
Yes, I will give it to the people who need it. I
Good
will give it
man.
to the people who need it.
Good man. I put my hands on him uncomfortably.
Because apparently you're still a nude.
And then,
he would come in with his clothes on, right?
yes, my character would not be in the nude.
I
thought
never
that scene
mentioned
was
that
over.
you got dressed after coming up
I didn't
behind
think
Zeke.
I didn't think I had to specify my character got redressed after washing his clothes.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna screw you.
But I do try to make him feel kind of uncomfortable.
Okay.
My character likes people feeling uncomfortable around him.
Are you here for the health treatment?
Health treatment? I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yes, but we have free health checkups.
My prostate doesn't need to be checked right now.
Very well.
But the government just wants to help you check your prostate. Why won't you let them?
I looked at him.
Could I interest you in our free dental care plan?
You guys
I
I just shake my head and call them fucking idiots and walk away. I just shake my head and walk away. Just shake my head and walk away. Just looking at them like they're just retarded.
Oh man, it's so good that the government is providing us with free food.
Are there any shops nearby?
Yes.
Okay. Looking for a weapons shop specifically.
Yeah, so there is a weapon shop. Just give me a second for an image. All right, so please, before you go in, roll me a d20, a d20 plus 3 for racism.
22.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so as you enter, give me 1 second.
Oh God.
You see, just give me a second. Copy image.
Oh no.
This is gonna be great, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You. Just let me. Oh. Come on. All right. You. You see this gentleman running the store.
Hold on, I gotta share my screen. Share the screen here. What is that?
That just makes me.
You don't know who that is?
Who is that?
It's David Duke.
Oh.
22 on racism.
Have fun editing that out.
What is this filthy hellspawn doing in my store? And he pulls up a long sword.
I
push him
use
out of
divine
the
sense
store,
to see
I
if he's a heretic.
Yeah, you see a symbol of Gunther burning above him.
I say,
Does that mean he's
What's
a
the
heretic?
Depends.
You need the signs to be a little bit more clear.
Well, burning of religious symbols is never a good thing.
All right. I draw my longsword, and I I draw my sword, and I attempt to decapitate him because I figure this must be worse than ordinary heresy, and I can't risk redemption.
okay.
I roll a 7.
Okay, yeah. So he dodges and he's like, "Damn, filthy half breed."
I pull my crossbow out.
Okay, so then while he's dodging that, I roll with the two short swords.
As you roll initiative.
Oh, we're rolling initiative. Okay, then I guess that'll have to be my initiative.
Oh,
then.
I got a 4.
That was a.
I got an awful. I got 8.
15.
8. I got
Okay,
a 5.
let me roll the racist chop keeps. Okay, he got a 19. So, yeah. So he's going to attack you, Ezekiel. So let me see. Okay. I didn't expect this. 22. I'm assuming hits.
Oh.
You didn't expect him to murder a hobo with this character that has a burning religious symbol above his head? I mean, that's
Okay,
like
you take 5 slashing damage as he cuts you across the face. Get
that
out!
looks painful.
Get off my property! Get off my property, you dirty half breed!
All right, so who's next then?
Yeah, hellspawn
I'll
lovers.
go next, and I'll roll my attack roll here.
Oh wait, what did you roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, who's next?
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Oh, you're next then.
Oh, okay.
Because I rolled an 8. I forgot what order we rolled.
Okay. All right, let me roll for my attack.
Wait, why do we have to edit this out? We're killing a racist.
Who said anything about editing it? We're talking about who's next in turn, whose turn it is, and I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay, so all right, so your units. All right, I think it's going to be sneak attack because you're within an ally is within 5 feet of him.
So that's an extra 1d6. Actually, that would be. What is it when it's a crit? Is it?
When it's a crit, you double all your damage dice.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be 2d8 and
2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. That would be a 21 damage.
Okay, so you chop his head off immediately. Like you stab him so hard that you've like disconnected like the tendons in his neck, and it kind of just like slumps over, and he's just like, Dirty hell spawn.
Okay, with him dead,
Yeah, and he dies.
His shop is mine, bitch.
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll a perception to see if I can find the land deed to this
I
new
will help and also roll
Investigation.
perception. Oh, I only got an 11.
roll investigation?
Yeah.
23.
Oh,
Okay, so you find that there is an exchange cash box behind the counter, with let me see, let me just roll something. With 12 gold pieces in it, and there is also the stock in the store. So there are 18 long swords, 12 short swords, 15 halberds, 10 shields, and 21 daggers.
I look at him. I said, "Place your sword, and this is my store now." I hold the stock.
Are you going to seize the Are you going to seize the property as evidence?
Yes.
hey, he attacked us.
He
Remember,
attacked her.
I can also seize anything relating to heretics, and he was clearly a heretic.
All
Yep.
right. So do you
I'm
inform the guards that you're seizing this
I look.
property as there
I
was
look-
a heretic within the building?
Yes.
I walk up to the elf and I say, "Guess what my family are? Blacksmiths.
He just cornered the market.
This is." I said, "We can make swords and stuff for your new growing
Cult.
holy order.
Cult.
Deus Vult."
I
So
approve
is
of
this
making
what they call
swords
a
to
what they
serve the way
heretic
of
is?
sense.
People who
Huh?
do not like hellspawn.
You're gonna go.
all right, well, I want to see. Does he have a scythe in here? Yeah, not a sickle, but an actual scythe.
Roll me investigation check.
Oh shit! Nat 20.
Yeah. So under the floorboards, there's like a secret stash of weapons here. So you also find some like strange books here, near these curved swords, and they seem to have these other strange men wearing strange foreign armor, and also wielding these curved swords, fighting dragons and other types of strange monsters.
I take the curved swords.
Well, I'm obviously snagging the.
Yeah, you also
Scythe.
find a very large scythe.
Yeah, the scythe is mine. I take the two short swords that I was originally going to try to sell this jerk, and I stick them both directly, one in each ass cheek.
Okay.
So, as I look, does anybody know of a way to dispose of a body?
Well, I'm
Start a fire.
probably going to like a clothes shop, so I'm not anywhere around this.
Jack has no idea. He has no idea. We just
Does the store have any? Does the store have any spears?
Nope.
All right, I use my javelin instead. I take the head, I put it on the javelin, and I will create a sign as a warning to heretics.
All right.
That this is what is in store for them if they fail to repent.
Then
All right. So there's a man outside that is asking. And he's actually the man from the bread line, and he asks you, what's going on in here?
We're from the government.
we're
and
from the
here to help.
government, and we're here to help.
Oh, that's great. That's great. The government will always help us.
I say that he has nothing to fear. We have already removed the resident heretic.
Oh, very well. And he like crosses himself.
I was gonna say, hey, Zeke, is he a heretic?
The church is.
Well, let's see. He is heading back towards the he's heading back towards the head of the bread line.
I say, good sir, let everybody know that I am operating this shop from now on in the name of the church.
Yeah, okay. Very well.
The family.
Hey, Joe. Just so you know, the government has taken that store.
It's not the government. It's the church.
Oh, yeah, the church has taken the store because they're heretics.
Let it be known.
Yes, I will. I will tell this to everybody at the community center that we elected to construct. And he's going to move away towards the community center.
Remind me to put a bolt in his ass. Something about that guy just rubs me the wrong way. Charlatan.
Meanwhile, I buy some new robes.
Okay, so yep. So you're a human, so there's probably not going to be any issue. Do you mention that you're part of the government?
No, I just want to buy some new robes.
Okay.
Can I fix his sword, by the way, with my black?
There's a tailor. So the second you enter the store, it's like you just hear, oh my God, what is that smell?
I'd like to take some takeout.
We're not accepting charity.
I wave. I have no idea how much a new robe costs. It shouldn't be a whole lot. Like 1 gold maybe.
It's two gold for robes.
All right, yeah. I need some robes.
Yeah, okay. Don't touch any of the merchandise. Which ones do you want? Point to it.
I point to some red robes.
Okay. That'll be 2 gold pieces. Now, yeah. So I'm going to slowly, and he has one of these pairs of kind of a grabbers that to grab the robe, and then he tries to be as far away from you as possible as he hands it over to you.
All right,
throws them at you.
And I set the 2 gold on the ground, and we just kind of walk away.
Yeah, he says, "Wait, before you leave." And he bites it to make sure it's real. It's like, okay.
Wouldn't it taste like garbage?
It would taste just like it smells.
He just he smells it. He's like, you know what? On second thought, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
That guy probably has some sort of flesh-eating disease now.
Clarence! What is it, Dad? Clean up on aisle 5.
Should he be shitting himself to death?
Gosh! And and the teenager with a bunch of pimples starts mopping up the trail that you have left.
All right.
I've literally got my feet up on the desk. I'm smoking in my family's new shop.
I was just saying, now, shouldn't there actually be a small blacksmith shop set up in the back of this place now?
I'm putting my equipment in here. I've got tools.
You don't happen to have a forge, do you? Because we still have to get rid of a body.
Would there be a forge in the back of this shop, or
in the back of the shop there are some strange strange writings here and there about talking about how to restore the old empire and how it has been infested by weak people who are ruining the empire through their clever and devious tactics.
I say this empire needs to fall.
Yeah. It also says that they're also really dumb, but they're also doing these clever tactics to secretly control the empire somehow at the same time.
I just say we can donate this to a museum or something.
I'm currently still just kicking the crap out of the corpse.
Okay.
Just take it outside. He took the head out.
It feels very satisfying to kick it.
I look at it, just remove the dead body. He already pulled the head out and said it was a heretic, and he reclaim this building in the name of the church,
I drag the body out and leave it in the gutter.
which I pretty much took control
Yes,
of because immediately.
Yes, so the eyeball's going to question you, Caminos, and it asks you, is there still a problem with disposing of this carbon unit?
Can you dispose of it?
Was that not what you were doing? You were dismantling it.
I'm sitting here smoking a cigar. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
He seems
quick
to believe. I thought he was tenderizing it.
All right, I need to
I don't know
check it
what
though,
he's
make sure if we can
trying
find like a key or something on him. Make sure we don't just like pulverize him and he has the keys on him or something.
Yeah. There's a little ring of keys.
All right, I take the keys off of him, hand them to Alexander, and then I'm like, "Hey, righty, come here. Righty, get over here for a second. Can you like vaporize this pile of shit?"
I could dispose of this carbon unit.
Go for it.
But is that my purpose?
He was a heretic.
Right now.
He's a heretic, yes.
I was mistaken. Very well. I will dispose of this carbon unit. Give me 2 minutes.
You got it. I walk away. Whistling a tune with my new scythe over my shoulder.
Yeah, you hear the screeching of a laser over and over again.
I giggle to myself the whole time.
I look at the floating eyeball. I said, "Remember, whoever we call a heretic is, you can attack."
Very well. I will attack the heretics without any question. And it turns back to the body of the shopkeeper and keeps incinerating it.
I remind him that as his particular talent is perception, he also needs to work on detecting heretics on his own.
And then I ask,
I will need to be informed on how to determine a heretic from non-heretic before I can use this function.
I offered to take him to meet the local bishop.
Can I take your sword and fix it now with my?
Yes, I give him my sword.
Okay, so you know that would take several hours to do. Making a sword is like 3 days. Fixing a sword, that's going to be like an afternoon at least.
So
okay,
I just grabbed one of the longswords in the shop.
Yeah, yep. Just exchange.
Oh yeah, there's several.
This is our shop now.
Yeah, it belongs to the investigation.
No, I thought he rolled something with the that allowed him to do stuff with his.
Yeah, it belongs to the heretic. It belongs to the Inquisition.
Exactly.
And the Inquisition just gave the property to me to operate, right?
David Duke did not expect the Spanish Inquisition.
That's what was what I was under.
Understand? All right, so Ezekiel, he's currently deputized, so he's an acting inquisitor for this investigation. Irvin gave him the ability to seize property for the investigation, so currently, right now, this is seized as evidence.
The land deed's going to be mysteriously find itself in my pocket.
The what?
I look over to Alexander. Hey, you got another one of those cigars?
Here. These fucking ridiculous prices on these. 2 coins for 2 of them.
That's insane. I hop up on the counter, lean against the wall, light her up.
Cigars you're using, right?
Huh?
No, I was asking Alexander, are you keeping track of the amount of cigars?
I've used 2 this session.
Yeah,
I gave one to him and I smoked one myself, so I'm down to like 3 now, if I remember right. I have to look at my.
Yeah, I think you're down to 3.
Yep.
Did we start out with? I forget. I'm sorry. Did we start out with any money? I forgot.
Well, yeah. There's There's money in your There's money you get from your background.
Yeah, but I don't remember how much it was.
I think it was 10.
Crap.
Well,
was it 10? All right.
Yeah.
All right. I tossed one of them to Alexander.
Yeah, but that aside though, you really do need money. There are plenty of weapons that could be fenced.
Very true. Very true. I tossed one of my gold pieces to.
Remember, that any of the weapons here we could sell ourselves without offense.
Yeah, like I said, I still toss one of my gold pieces to Alexander to cover the cigar he gave me.
Yeah, well, like remember,
I say,
there
I
is
toss it back and I say,
there is a certain amount.
we're all friends here.
Wait,
like,
I like
remember,
you.
there's a certain amount of like perception that you need here, so it's not really something you could sell in the open because it's like that wouldn't look very official investigating. That just looks like you being bandits.
Well, he was a
Aren't we
heretic.
just bandits?
Well, yeah,
we're using it to fund the Inquisition.
They're not like a bunch of criminals.
Oh, isn't that what the-
We have a problem there because that's exactly what I am.
Wait, see, we've taken it over. The deed is mine now. And the keys are
All right, you've taken the deed. Are you going to try to forge the deed to have it actually say that you're the owner?
Let's be fair. The owner, I guarantee he signed with an X. He does not have the IQ to know his own name.
I look at it. Can I roll a insight on this deed? See, or a
Does this store have any armor?
No, it does not.
Are there any stores that sell armor nearby?
Are we gonna go take over that one too?
No, I was just gonna trade weapons for it.
I mean, there are the what is it? There is an armory, but it's in like one of the high districts.
How
So
much?
That's definitely a gentryman that's running that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not suggesting to take it over. I see. How much cash did this guy have stored up? And this is enough to buy half plate.
Well, there were 12 gold in cash, and there are the amount of weapons that I told you guys about.
leave the weapons and take the cash.
How much does half plate cost?
You have to get to the store and ask.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You got to go to the store and ask.
Well, while he's doing that, I want to do a sleight of hand to see if it would be possible for me to actually forge the document correctly for Alexander.
All right, give me a roll.
Net friggin' 20.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
All right. So,
And I'm gonna do this so that people don't think I'm BSing here, like legit.
all right. So you can
Boom, right there.
Yeah. So
Holy crap!
Yep.
I look at the document and I just hand them over all my cigars. You got me my cigars.
you know how you could edit this, but it will take some time, and it will require very delicate work. But you're gonna have to edit it in a way that it's basically there's a way to remove some of the ink, so that you can rewrite the name on the deed.
All right, I better get started on this. It's going to take me a little while. Hey, we got a guard dog too. Cool.
Yeah. The guard dog has this this spiked collar, and it says "killer."
Meanwhile, it's a Chihuahua.
It's this big bull terrier. It's okay with Alexander and Jack, but the second that Ezekiel or you come into contact with it, immediately viciously attacking you, viciously trying to attack you, but it's like caught by a chain, trying to rip your throat out.
Once again, like I was over the tailors. I had nothing to do with it.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, but Alexander, it likes you. It hates Miklos. It hates Ezekiel and Kaminos and wants to kill.
I look at the dog. I said, "Good dog."
You want this thing forged or not?
Yes, I want it forged. You want me to shoot the dog? And I mean, it'll make a fine meal.
Oh, jeez. my dog is going to be the death of so many dogs.
No, just keep the damn thing away from me and keep it quiet so that I can get this done.
All right.
You heard the man, Tuppence.
The second he leaves the scene, the dog is very quiet.
Is there a side room that I can put the dog in for right now?
Not really. By the way, in the paperwork, there seems to be a lot of debt from gambling that this guy has.
Oh no!
Not anymore.
Can he hug it with a net 20? Can he make some of that go away?
Well, what do we have to care? If it's his debt, he's dead.
Right.
We don't have to deal with that shit.
We just confiscated the evidence to serve the greater purposes of the Inquisition. We didn't assume we aren't his inheritors.
I'm not related to the douchebag.
Well, the evidence kind of fell into my pocket.
Well, yeah, it just so turns out that you were the owner all along.
Yeah.
Long lost owner.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, I guess I'm doing that then, while
Yep.
Jack is off doing his wizardry stuff.
Yep.
I will. There would be a quick way I can contact my daughter to tell her to go catch her brothers.
Yeah, probably. If you can track her down.
Would I need a roll for that?
Yeah. Because you didn't hear what her plans were.
Would it be a survival or
let's just investigation.
investigation? Okay, that's the same roll for me. So 23.
Jeez.
Yeah.
These dice love us today.
Yeah. So you remember that your daughter tends to have she tends to be teaching I guess the Gunther equivalent of Sunday school for the local rich kids in the higher districts at this hour.
So I just tell her to go. I tell her to go fetch her brothers.
Okay, so basically, like, you know, she's talking about, transubstantiation, like all this other like theological stuff, and then you just like, in front of all these like different rich kids, and you just like bust in the classroom, and it's like, oh,
My character does it discreetly.
Hey, honey, how's it going? Hey, dear.
After you're done teaching the kids, go fetch your brothers. We got some things to discuss.
Yeah, okay.
I give her the address to our new shop.
All right, so she's just like, wait, isn't that owned by a guy named Dave?
Turns out that I've owned it for a very long time.
I didn't know we were related to that guy.
Yeah. He's my bastard.
Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, so yeah, okay, kids, class, please ignore what you're hearing right now. Don't worry about it. It's not really important.
Something Pence is the best.
I can't believe she's like whispering. I can't believe you're bringing this up right now.
Love you, pumpkins. Okay.
All right.
I head back to where everybody was because I have no desire for anything.
Okay. All right. So are there any other weird things you're doing? Interrupting your investigation to do a shopping trip? Are there any other things you're going to buy?
My time's done.
Okay.
I'd probably go back to wherever we're going to meet, like central location we're going to meet at.
Well, I'd assume that would be at the store that you have just seized as evidence.
I didn't know that we seized a store. This is too
Well, it was
soon.
seized.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You don't notice that? You don't notice the head?
Yeah, so Jack, you go back to the store and you see that there's a severed head, the severed head of a storekeeper, of the shopkeeper in front on a spike that says heretic.
I'm looking at the severed head and I'm like, that's gotta go. Because that's not gonna.
It's not exactly good advertising. Unless it's advertising for how sharp your weapons are.
That, they just keep crossing themselves. And it's like, oh, yes, I'm not a heretic.
Knife ears? I suggest we put that head somewhere else.
Move it to the head of the bread line.
Instead of putting the head somewhere else, can we put ourselves somewhere else?
Why? This is our establishment now. See, the paperwork matches up too.
I think maybe the suggestion is we continue with our investigation.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Can we take the head with us?
No, I think we should leave it as warning to the heretics in the area.
Well, it should be in the town square, where everybody can see what happens to heretics.
All right. Ezekiel concurs. It's the Will of Pence. Let's take it to the town square.
Yeah, so the Saint Michael, you see a vision of Saint Michael smiling, smiling down upon you as you exit.
You know, my character really doesn't care about Saint Michael. He just wants to get.
Yeah, I was going to say mine doesn't really either.
Yeah, you finished forging the document.
My character really doesn't care. He just more fame and power for my family.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I wanted to go to the Booker family, like the book depository.
I follow him.
All right. So you would find out that the Booker family is currently not in the city at the moment. They're on. You hear from you hear that they are on vacation.
Can we find out where they are on vacation at?
He says that he is not at he does not have their permission to disclose their location.
Can we show him some of his
No. Before we roll intimidation, I want to try a persuasion check, and then we'll try the intimidation. So I roll persuasion, and I get a dirty 20.
All right. So what do you? Okay. So what's the argument you're presenting?
I say that it's part of a very important investigation. We are tracking a vile heretical organization that is engaged in a most nefarious plot to kill young innocent children and other people.
Did you mention that they're heretics?
Yes, I say they're heretics repeatedly.
Yeah. So once you mention that they're heretics, he immediately starts complying, and he's like, "Oh yes, that sounds very important." And he just crosses himself, and he's actually very excited to hear this, and he says that "Oh yeah, they they were they're on vacation at the in the Republic on the coast in the South Seas."
Is there another place we have to go to about the South Seas?
Yes, they're speaking with the Serene Doge.
Oh.
A Doge.
So they're in Venice?
Doge of the Republic.
So I guess Venice is ruled by a furry in this universe.
What? No, that was the official position of the leader.
I know it's a joke because Doge is dog now.
I mean, if you want to have furries exist, this is dark fantasy, so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure furries would be heretics. I'd have to kill them.
Very
most furries are communists, so they are some sort of heretic. We should kill them.
Hey, I will include furries if that is the case. You can kill heretics.
Hey, you're the GM.
They will yell persecution, though.
I'm feeling really good after the last couple fights.
Let's see. What's the other thing? Hayford clan, but they were like a day or two out, like north.
There's the Pervini estate, I think it was.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's check that out. I think that's probably our last major lead.
All right, so one of the guards in front of the winery he actually comes up to you, Ezekiel, and he gives you an invitation to meet with the Parvini family. But only you are invited.
All right, I accept.
Can I go as his butler?
I asked the guard if I can take my butler.
Oh yes, of course.
Do we still
Alright.
have the severed head, by the way?
I thought you guys left that at the town square.
We have to leave the severed head here. It's impolite to take it into a polite company.
All right.
It stays in the town square to serve as a warning.
It's not that
Okay.
sort of party.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of people gathering around it, and they are just they are all just clapping and cheering. And there are guards surrounding them for some reason.
Wow. Are we in a theocracy?
No.
This
You're in some type of ocracy.
the show of faith pleases Ezekiel.
I think he just got a really good roll against the Lord, which allowed him to hunt down heretics.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Basically, think about it this way: it's a very authoritarian, autocratic society. That's also hyper-religious. But the church, well, actually, the church does have political power. They're in charge of the courts. So there is that.
I'm just walking.
The mages are not very happy about that, but don't worry about it.
Well, who gives a crap about the mages?
One of your friends might.
I don't think I have any friends who would give a crap about mages.
I kind of have to wait for the dog to stop barking before I can speak.
All right, so yeah, so as you start going to the state, let's see.
So what are the rest of us doing?
That is up to you. You're kind of being left behind because the Parvinis are snooty nobles, and they don't want a filthy hellspawn and a poor person to be in their company.
No, I'm not a poor person. I'm wearing brand new robes.
Is my estate
but you're not
close enough? Is my estate close enough that I could go get a change into formal clothes and give a butler costume to Alexander?
We'll say that you have that you would have brought like a change with you.
Yeah. All right, I do that then.
Yeah, you go to your hotel.
All right, so we do that. We go to the Parvinis. What now?
All right. Well,
I follow along. As soon as they walk in, I piss on the wall.
you piss on the, all right, so you piss on the gate, like the wall gate outside.
Yeah, on their wall surrounding their estate. I'm sure they have one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like 30 feet high, and there are armed guards at the top.
Don't care.
Can I? You're just asking me to get shot there.
Okay. Sorry,
I don't deal with racists.
Aren't they more classist?
It's classic, not
they're
classist.
both.
They're classist, not racist, dude.
Hey, DM just said that they're both.
Oh. Well, the GM's always right.
That's right.
Yeah, just give me a second. I shouldn't have put this into one collapse note. Oh God. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to. Here we go. Copy. I'm gonna paste something. Give me a second. Sorry, I had to dig through the visuals. All right. Yeah, so you see this fellow as you enter. Oh yes, I believe you're the Sorry, I messed up. I was considering. Ah yes, I believe you are Ezekiel, the firebrand of the firebrand of the Inquisition. It is great to meet you. And
Pleased to meet you as well.
I'm the manservant.
Yeah, and he just like takes his gloves off and he's like, yeah, put these away.
I take them.
Those are going in his pocket.
I whispered to him to actually put them away properly because we cannot simply imprison the Parvinis as heretics, and they may not actually be heretics.
I actually am playing this role 110%, so I find and put them away properly.
All right, roll me a what would this be? Roll me in a history check.
Okay, so it's going to be
proper to do it properly.
So minus two. That's
Okay.
gonna go well. I still got 11.
It seems that your manservant hasn't been properly trained. Hasn't been properly trained and disciplined. If you want, I could have my guards discipline him for you.
I'm sorry.
Wait, let me handle this. I roll persuasion and I get a 15. I tell him that I will handle it myself after our meeting is concluded.
Yes, very well.
Apologies, my thirst.
I am Noah Parvini. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to send the visual? Oh yeah, it's sent. Okay.
I guess I ask about. I mentioned that we're investigating the death of a priest relating to the orphanage fire, and that we noticed the Parvinis adopted someone 3 days before the fire. We would like to speak with him as a possible witness.
Oh yes, well that's the thing. We didn't adopt anyone. I wouldn't adopt one of the lower peoples.
Just as he says that,
roll an insight on that.
I roll insight too.
I got that. I walk around the corner relacing my pants from pissing on his wall.
Yeah.
I just keep walking and I just stare at him the whole way.
Yeah, a few.
I got 25, dude, and 19.
Yeah, a few crossbow quarrels stick into the ground next to you, but nothing else happens.
Dude, I just rolled a 19 plus my 6.
19 for what?
I was doing an insight roll for that obvious lie.
Yeah, so when no, he's just saying lower. He's saying lower peoples. But again, you were saying that in the middle of the sentence. Yeah. So yes, no, we wouldn't adopt any of the lower peoples. Actually, that was some of our servants, the horse breeders. They adopted a child. You would have to speak with them on that, and I would make sure that they comply.
Can I just go talk to him while you guys are chatting?
I suggest that. Yes,
yeah,
I suggest that my manservant deal with the lesser folks while we discuss any information he might have.
Yeah. So he says, like, I think that might be best that you speak with people of your station.
Sir, yes, sir.
He squints his eyes. I'll let that slide. And he's like, all right. I believe you'd like to speak with my father on this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he brings you into this very fancy estate, and let me see.
So I assume just Jack and I are just chilling back at the shop.
Yep,
I guess I'm going to the horse breeders.
copy. Yep, I'm gonna cover the horse breeders in a second.
All right.
Just let me do the shitty nobles. All right, yeah. So you see this man as you enter the dining hall.
So apparently Andy Griffith is walking by.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm terrible. All right. Okay. Yeah. So it's like, hello. I am Hans Parvini. Nice to meet you. I have I believe we have business to discuss.
Just a second, I gotta think. I say that I hope. Well, I mentioned that we have discovered a vile cult of heretics that we believe may be associated with this murder, with the murder of a priest, and that we hope that we can expect their full aid and cooperation. And I roll persuasion to try and get him in on the hunting heretics game. I get a 21 dirty.
Yeah. So you convince Hans about this. Noah though, he was like already on board from like the start when you're noticing this. Like he seems incredibly excited to hunt down heretics.
All right, so
where you think he was already the point to where you think he was already on board with this beforehand.
Great. I'm pleased to see his faith, and I say I'm pleased to see such devotion to Pence, and I give them all of our information on Belfour, that they came from the Hayford clan in North Valia, and that we found the kid was adopted 3 days before, and asked if they might know anything.
Yeah, well, I was told by Noah that your manservant was speaking to them on that issue. They seem to be breeding like rabbits, though. Right. Lenny! Stop!
Not me this time.
Stop pouring gravel! I'm trying to discuss important business. This is coming out of your pay.
You don't pay me!
It's coming out of your food ration.
You don't feed me either!
I'm gonna feed you a knuckle sandwich if you don't shut up!
You're too limp-wristed!
Ugh. No, send one of the gods to beat him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, yes. Would you like to speak of this over dinner?
I say yes, please.
Very well. Yeah, so they prepare this like very fine meal that is like very expensive and decadent with like 3 courses. And they tell you they tell you this. Let me see. Yes, well, with the gods, they saw a group of red-robed figures in the yard around the orphanage, and they seem to have run north towards the academy after the guards heard the sound of glass breaking. And these figures appeared to be throwing projectiles, whilst the building was already ablaze.
I asked if he noticed if the guards noticed where the projectiles were aimed.
Unfortunately, no. We were at the. Unfortunately, no. Most of the guards were guarding the front entrances of the winery, so they were only able to catch the end of it. But there were some 8 figures.
I thank him for his information, and I mentioned that we've already found 4 of them dead, but he should be on the lookout for any further red-robed figures, because we suspect that they're the vilest of heretics.
Absolutely. But that also brings me to another matter I would wish to discuss.
Yes.
I have noticed that you are. I noticed that you are an unmarried man, but you are one of very high faith. You see, I have this daughter that I was trying to get. Marry off as soon as possible.
I say that I am flattered, but that currently my duties in the service of Pence do not permit marriage.
Okay. So, well, I am very disappointed because she is a very lovely lady. Yes, very very disappointed indeed.
And I say that unfortunately the paladin service must come before even the most beautiful woman.
All right, just give me a second.
And I
So Miss Parvini comes in. She looks like this.
Went full weeb.
Yep. It's the only thing I could find for this specific type of character, though. Unfortunately. So yeah, so she's like, oh, Father, so you didn't find.
That's the deepest voiced woman I've ever heard in my life.
What?
That's the deepest voiced woman I've ever heard in my life.
Dude,
Dr. Girlfriend.
I'm not doing lady voices. I can't.
That's Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I can't do lady voices. She's she's just like complaining and about friggin' Ezekiel, even though he didn't agree to marry her and not rich enough and doesn't have enough money.
So I rolled insight on this offer, and I got a natural 20, which comes out to 24 total.
Okay, so his daughter is a complete spoiled brat, and he was trying to marry her off as soon as possible to get rid of her.
All right,
you're noble, so he's just trying to get you to marry her.
What is the religion's position on spoiled brats? Do I have an angle to give a lecture?
Definitely greed is frowned upon.
All right. Second one in the row. I got a natural 20.
All right. So how?
I guess I've been saving my good rolls.
This spoiled woman child, essentially.
So yeah, I just give her a lecture on how greed and pride are sins, and the importance of religious service, and on being on the lookout for the servants of whatever the Satan analog is.
That would be the old serpent.
Yeah, I say it's important to be on the lookout for servants of the old serpent, and quietly, I have heard rumors they have even infiltrated the nobility.
What? That's absolutely well, actually, that could be possible. We should investigate the nobles. And actually, Noah will try to pull you aside after this is over, but she apologizes profusely and says that she will become essentially a better Christian or whatever, and change her ways, and she will run out the door.
I say that our faith pleases me, and that there is forgiveness for all who repent.
She should wear robes of the poor person for a year.
I'm not going that far.
All right. So
Come on.
I have still used robes.
yes. So Yep. All right. So Hans will say, will tell you that yes, this was a very fine meeting. I'm very sorry that I was not able to give you more information, but please accept this as a gift from us for your trouble. So let me see. A second.
I start by telling him that the information he gave was very useful, and we appreciate even the smallest step in tracking down heretics is a move in the service of Pence.
Service of pets. Amazing. All right. So let me. Yeah. So he. All right. So he hands you a a silken red handkerchief, with what is it? With a set of ornate silver cutlery, for your journey, along with a silver stallion pendant.
I thank him for the gift.
And he says to show the pendant to a servant if he wishes to visit them again. And Noah wants to call you aside for something.
All right, I go and talk to Noah after thanking Hans appropriately.
Yes. All right. So, what is that offer? The heck? I apologize for making this dumb wall of text. I'm terrible. God. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So, he says, yes, I have noticed a lot of very terrible acts of heresy, but I have heard of your works for Saint Michael, and I wish to help you on this pursuit. I have an offer to bankroll your future investigations in order to rid this empire of heresy. I've witnessed your and he says that however, I will need to witness I'll need to witness your effectiveness firsthand before I'm able to have full confidence. So if you complete this investigation, I'll definitely be willing to back you.
I say that I appreciate his devotion to the cause of Pence, and I am confident that this investigation will only be the start of the Inquisition's campaign against heresy, and that I fear these are this heretical organization is only the tip of the iceberg.
I must admit that you have the patience of a saint in order to spend so much time with these creatures.
Sometimes we must endure great inconvenience in the service of Pence.
Mm. That is very unfortunate. I do not envy your position. My brother in Pence. Now go forth, for I believe you have a journey before you.
Indeed.
Yes. All right. So Alexander.
Okay.
So you go to the fields where the horse managers are, and you see one man berating like six girls who are all trying to get this horse under control. And he's like, "Oh no, that's not how you do it. No, you don't pull the hair on the mane. Don't do that, Susie. What did I say about how we do this? Oh, hello, sir. Why is a butler out this far?
getting late for people.
I know. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shuffle off now, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to leave soon as well.
Yep. Okay. So do you want to end it on this note?
Was there going to be a very big reveal?
Oh, I'm back.
Hello.
Can I roll an animal handling check to help them with that horse?
Yeah, this itself is not. Actually, there is some relevant information, so I think we should do this scene, but then end after it.
All right, let's get it done.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna do an animal handling check.
Oh man, 11. Damn, that was bad.
Okay, so the horse kicks you in the face.
You didn't roll a nat 1.
Well,
Wasn't that one? It was a.
Well, if you rolled it at 1, it would have done damage.
No, it was a 5.
Yeah, no, it's you. Yeah, so you because there's like six different people trying to get control of this horse. It turns at the last second and kicks you like in the shoulder. And it hurts quite a bit, and it like makes you stumble a bit. You can try again if you want.
Yes, I'm gonna try again. That pissed me off. 19.
All right, yeah. So you managed to gain control of the horse.
You've got to put the shoes on correctly.
Okay, Mr. Butler.
I ain't a butler.
Okay, Mr. Sir.
I prefer that.
Okay. They're very conformist, so they immediately all of the girls immediately adopt this phrase.
You don't have to call me sir. Call me Alexander the Great.
Okay, Alexander the Great. They just all say that almost cultishly. Like all in unison, it's very creepy.
I heard you guys adopted a child.
Yes, that was Timmy. Unfortunately, my wife insists on popping out girls every single time. I've only managed to get like 3 boys. It's really terrible.
I heard a rumor that you are breeding like rabbits.
Well, yes, because I need sons to look after this place, and my wife keeps making girls. You see the problem I have here.
Don't marry them off.
Well, no. The problem isn't marrying them off. The problem is getting my wife to make boys. That's the problem. I have 9 daughters and like 3 sons, and one of them is
good fucking lord.
Huh?
Oh, you know what he does on the weekends.
In the name of St. Peter, you need to cut that out.
Look, I need to secure an inheritance, okay?
All right. Now, where's this child that you recently adopted?
Oh, yes.
We're doing an investigation.
Yes, he's currently taking care. He's currently putting horseshoes on one of the horses. I'll go get him.
Is he doing it right?
Of course he is, by gum. He's not like one of these useless daughters that my wife insists on making.
They're good for the marriages. Just remember that.
Yeah, but they're not good when you're the one who has to pay the dowries.
Alliances. You need to find better people to marry them off to.
Maybe there's a Miller, but everyone hates him. All right, so okay.
Like a blacksmith. I have a worthless son. You can marry.
All right. Well, if you want to arrange that, we can do it.
Does it have to be in depth, or can we just?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just let me grab the little thing that they have. I'm terrible. I should have laid this out better. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not like we haven't been going on for about 3 hours now,
Mm-hmm.
and we seem to laser focus on every small thing that happens.
Well, that's yeah.
See, you marry her off to a blacksmith, you pay me the dowry, and we can do shoeing for you.
Exactly.
And we recently became owners of a business here in town.
How convenient, I know.
Entrepreneurship.
Dude, entrepreneurship is the greatest thing ever.
Just the way we became entrepreneurs, maybe not so much.
Never let a
Okay.
crisis go to waste.
All right, I found it. All right. So so what you can get from the orphan is that he says that Anton what is it, the family though, what is it, like his wife tells you that like what she knows is that Anton of Torino, the priest, had 3 specific children's books that he liked to read to the orphans. One of those was The Prince and the 12 Goblins. The second was St. James and the Dragon. And the third was The Buck, the Ham, and the Beer Barrel. So the family have been working on purchasing these 3 books. But for some reason, they had trouble finding a copy of St. James and the Dragon from the Booker family. And she says that for some reason they ran out of stock incredibly recently. And she says they couldn't get a response as to why.
Okay. Can I roll an insight check to see what that book might be about?
Was it The Prince and the 12 Goblins, St. Peter and the Dragon?
So St. Peter and the
James
Dragon.
and the Dragon.
Can I roll?
Yeah.
All right. I got a 20.
Yep. So the book St. James and the Dragon, it's about how a vile evil dragon that lived in a lake oppressed a city and forced people to give their virgin daughters to the dragon that he would devour. But then St. James, a noble knight, came in and slayed the dragon, saved the princess, and the kingdom was saved.
What could this possibly be? How is this relevant? So, burning of an orphanage.
Yeah, he also said that apparently the last story that the priest read to the group was St. James and the Dragon.
How many? I'm going to ask him. How many little girls were in the orphanage?
Girls specifically.
Yeah. Because it's about sacrificing virgins.
There was 15 girls.
And I think maybe that's why the orphanage was attacked. Sacrifice the virgin girls.
All right. So, are you going to? Sorry. So, are you going to bring any of the information back to the group?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it all to the group. I'm going to lay it all out and then celebrate my new daughter-in-law.
Meanwhile, she's the one that looks the most like the horse you were just trying to wrangle.
No, I'm going to demand the most prettiest of them all.
Like I said, so now she's the one that looks most like the horse you just tried to wrangle.
It's my son that has to live with it.
Oh God! Hold on. Let me
Wait,
share
what?
it so everybody can see it.
All right, thank you.
Oh Lord!